Draco, we've been waiting for 20 minutes.
I wouldn't say that.
She's just so cute under that box.
EA could actually launch a game that doesn't suck.
You know what this game needs?
Holy
Ponies.
Just like everybody.
Anybody else notice that the protagonist looks a lot like Egoraptor?
This week is going to be as awesome as Duke Nukem Forever. Hello, Bluescreen faithful! Hi, this is Draco. We're here for episode 56. Very special episode because it's going to relate another fandom to our fandom. And what better way to do this than with the lovely Faye?
Hi.
Oh, just hi? Really?
Hi, Bluescreen Bronies. Hi, people.
Alright, now if you haven't been following, this is Touhou Week. If you don't know what Touhou is, that's okay, not a lot of people do. Basically, think of Touhou as a game series that has evolved over the years from bullet hell to just about anything. They've done a Mega Man clone, they've done fighting games, puzzle games. They did a game that's kind of like Puzzle Fighter 2. Remember that one? It's like Street Fighter with like Tetris.
Sounds very interesting. I've never played that.
But most of the Touhou games are bullet hells. And if you don't know what a bullet hell is, go play Ikagura. Oh dear God.
All the bullets.
The entire screen is filled with bullets and you gotta move a little tiny thing and kill things with it. Now, Touhou is a game about shrine maidens, for the most part, trying to defeat the evils of the world to get Sokyo. If you don't follow just yet, it's kind of a long story. There'll be links to all the information you can get on the Wikipedia. Now, Touhou was, and still is, a development by the guy Zun, who is very good at what he does. He does everything by himself. These games they're not like Red Dead Redemption. They're not huge, long games, but they're challenging, they're fulfilling, they're replayable, they're good. They're really good, and there's a lot of them. Now, the one thing that we're going to be talking a lot about is how that compares to our own fandom, because that started with a video game series that just kind of like homebrewed its way out of Comic Cat over in Japan into animations, music, and lots of music. Let's go ahead and roll the Cyril's Perfect Math class. Let's see if our editor is catching up with us. Alright, quickly, switch to Innocent Key, the two sisters. And let's switch to Silver Forest. I mean, there's a ton of them. Iosys does a lot of them. It's seriously baffling how much music comes out of just a video game. Just as many remixes, as many. It's okay. Just take a listen to this metal song about this video game. It's got no lyrics, but holy crap! In fact, the very first intro that we made at Bluescreen Bronies had one of an Iosys songs. I'm just saying. Now, a lot of music, a lot of printed media, a lot of animations, even have their own fan, I guess you'd call mini movies. They're really good. I mean, compared to us Bronies, that's the closest thing that comes to us. If we're going to talk fandom to fandom, Touhou is the closest thing we have to a competitor in creativity. Sure, there's a lot of artists around. There's a lot of people who sing about the DuckTales, ducks in outer space. But there's no real competitor in the amount of everything creative. It's going to be Touhou. And these games are hard. If you play on easy mode, there's even a song made by IOSys called Overdrive that makes fun of people who play easy mode. It's great. It's hilarious. This game series took off. It's an internet sensation. It still is today. I mean, it was kind of a big thing, and it's kind of fallen to the wayside a little bit more, but it's still a big thing if you go to like Nico Nico Doga. It's pretty big there still.
As per my understanding, this game series has been going on for quite some time. So for there to be as much fan art music for it doesn't really surprise me at all. And there's just so much to sink your teeth in. It's just really hard to catch up with all of it if you're new to the actual fandom of Touhou, which I'm sort of new. Who was like, hey. I knew a little bit about Touhou going in, but not very much. I just knew that some of the art and music lying around, and that I had to kind of sink my teeth into it a little bit to actually get a taste for it. But yeah, there's just, as per comparing it to our fandom, I think we may have some ways to go to compare it to Touhou, but I mean, comparing it as to the amount of creativity, the creativity is there on both ends.
Yeah, it's just Touhou's had a lot longer.
Yeah, it has.
I mean, let's think about the first games that came out that were Touhou. It's literally the PC-98 in Japan.
Back in the 90s, latter 90s.
Okay, if you don't know what a PC-98 is, its full name is an NEC PC-9801, which is a Japanese computer. It's a 16-bit microcomputer manufactured by NEC back in 1982. It was... it's basically a tough book. Because the thing was huge, bulky, it looked like a ThinkPad, but it wasn't. And, yeah, it definitely... You can't play the PC-98 games on Windows. It doesn't speak the same language. Now, however, he started producing for Windows, I would say in the late 90s. I can't remember exactly when. But it started out with the embodiment of the Scarlet Devil, which is my first Touhou game. And they do have the English translated versions of them out there. You just gotta find them. He releases a game at every Comic-Con. They're tied in with a printed copy of a manga. It's generally a wonderful experience to see a new Touhou game on the net. These games are so colorful and they can lag a slower computer. I should put them on my work laptop so I can have something to do during downtime. But yeah, there's Touhou fighting games. There's Touhou. There's Mega Mari, which is a Mega Man spinoff. It's so... Oh, man. I don't know how to precisely explain it. So let's just give you gameplay for about 20 seconds. Oh, man. Can you keep up with that? Because, seriously, if I have my glasses up, I can't dodge.
All the bullets.
There's so many bullets. But speaking of those animations and whatnot, let's go ahead and just say, editors, roll that pristine anime footage. I mean, seriously, watch it. It's in the background right now. It's completely awesome that a group of animators did this with no hope of anything besides, hey, watch this. It's awesome. It has a background story, everything. And the main issue is like most of these characters never had too much of a background story. There was no real storyline per se in the games. It's more of just implied, or rather has been stated somewhat like this, so let's go a little bit further in that direction. Possibly take a junction, because no one's really talking about it. There's a lot of headcanon, but there's also a lot of other stuff going on here. I mean, it's kind of like our fandom a little bit, except for they're not so obsessed with their headcanon. You know who you are. Oh, and let's talk about characters. We got the main six and a few background characters. Holy crap!
So many characters.
So many characters. But they mostly circle around Reimu, who's a shrine maiden, or Marissa, who's a witch, a human witch. There's a ton more. Like Reimu. Or Flounder. Oh, those vampire sisters.
Yeah, they're
God. The Scarlet Sisters are so weird. And they abuse poor Alice. Poor Alice. But China always sits around and does nothing. Silly China. Getting yelled at by Alice. Stabbed in the butt. Yeah. I want to see more games like this come out in the Brony fandom. I know we've already had like a crossover. There's already been like a crossover that's kind of sort of like it. But let's see something better. I mean, if one guy can do this, we could probably have like 3 people do it.
Well, I think we have some ways to go. I mean, we are, as per speaking, a relatively new-ish fandom, so we have a couple of games out there, but I think we just need some time to grow, in terms of games getting out there.
All right, since the start of Touhou, or the Dojin games, rather, music cities have been popping up around Touhou or the Dojin games, and there's been printed media. I mean, that Reimu manga just looks amazing. It looks amazing. Just saying. The Grimoire of Marissa, Forbidden Scrollery. I don't even know what that could pertain, but it is so widely accepted. It's not even. I don't even think Niku Niku Doga would be around if it wasn't for Touhou stuff. I really don't. But I think one of my goals is actually go to Comic-Con and meet this person and shake their hand and leave Japan after that. I'd be done. I wouldn't even have to meet Nobo. Like, I would not have to meet him. I just shake Zun's hand and leave. I mean, that's all it would take.
Just shake his hand, not even say anything.
Wouldn't even need to. He would know. Now, the wiki article is freaking long. Because let's go ahead and just count up how many different Touhous have been made for Windows. And there's a lot. The Embodiment of the Scarlet Devil, Perfect Cherry Blossom, Immaterial Missing Power, Imperishable Night, Phantasmagoria of Flower View. I think that's a bad translation. The Shoot the Bullet. Yes, that's what exactly it sounds like. Mountain of Faith, Scarlet Weather Rhapsody, Subterranean Animism, Undefined Fantastic Object, Touhou Hisotensoku, Tensoku, sorry, Hisotensoku. I butchered that one. Touhou Hintensoku, Touhou Hisotensoku. There we go. Double spoiler, Fairy Wars, 10 Desires, Hopeless Masquerade, double dealing character. And I think 2 more have been released since then, because that last one was done in August 12th. Dear God. Been a long series. Yeah, it's pretty neat. And these are all like the old style arcade, like 1941, or was it 1943? Can't remember. Regardless, yeah. But hey, guess what? It could be worse. It could be Silver Surfer.
Lols.
Oh dear God. All right. So Touhou Week, it's got a lot of stuff. I mean, there's a lot of art. I mean, too much to talk about on a year's worth of the Cutie Art Crusaders. Just too many. So much art. So wow. Much art.
So many maidens.
So many. Now, Faye.
Yes.
Don't get any ideas.
Okay, they're just sprites. I mean, what am I going to do with that?
Because they're highly cosplayed. And the ideas overflow. Now, I'm not going to ruin any of the game for you. I'm not going to ruin anything else, but the bosses are hard. Like, really hard. Like, I've never beaten an entire game on normal hard.
I mean, the game itself looks pretty hard. I mean, you have, like, millions of bullets come at you during gameplay, so I can only imagine what a boss would be like. Probably just screaming and hollering all up in there.
Now, the original game music's not that bad. It's pretty good. It's really good, in fact. And the fact that people like Iosis and many people have Iosis and other musicians have turned these simple background musics into amazing remixes. I mean, I could just list them all, but I wouldn't have enough space, time, or effort. I mean, seriously, I'm a baby dragon.
Hey, wake up! Wake up!
I'm sorry, Touhou. Yes, Touhou. Yes, Touhou. Touhou was actually in the major part of the news. I mean, everybody remembers that music video for Bad Apple went around, right? Bad Apple, a music video for basically, it's a music video about depression and whatnot, or as a song rather about depression and whatnot, and it is a shadow, basically a shadow paper cutout shadow animation of all the Touhou characters, going through them one at a time. And it took over 6,700 different slides to make this animation, and it is ungodly epic. The fact that it was on CNN, it was on NBC News, it was just posted everywhere, it was instantly popular, and yeah. Alright, Bad Apple, the shadow art masterpiece, has well over 4 million views if you count the YouTube videos, which it was first posted on Nika Nika Doga, which is well over 4 million views. It is, oh dear God, it's just, it is so many views. It's been posted, reposted, re-uploaded, posted in different languages. It's got different subtitle languages. Oh, it's just, it's everywhere. It is viral. It's almost as viral as Hatsune Miku. And Hatsune Miku kind of took off because of being a virtual diva. But there's Miku singing some Touhou songs, if I remember correctly. There's Miku singing Touhou songs. There's also Touhou doing a bit crossover with other songs, if you haven't seen them. I'm not going to spoil them. You have to search for those gems yourself. But yeah, I mean, we do the same thing in the Brony fandom. We do remixes of known songs and also of songs from a show, like Slam Jams, let's just say. Slam Jam remixes. We all hate them, except for me. I kind of like them. But yeah. Yeah, it's while it's terrible for comparison, there are some better ones out there that combine well-known songs like maybe Daft Punk and possibly some lesser-known MLP songs like Raise This Barn. If that's not a thing, I want to see it happen. But as far as Touhou goes, like the games keep getting better, and I want to see games in this fandom get better rather than be afraid of trademark issues and Hasbro C&D'ing them, because when fear inhibits, you lose the ability to make a game that could possibly be amazing. Now, since this is Touhou Week, we're going to go ahead and open up the inboxes to all your Touhou fan art, your Touhou songs that you want to sing, your Touhou music videos, or your highest score on Touhou.
Please do share that.
Any Touhou games. Dear God. I want to see what you have Touhou related. And we'll start posting them. We'll post them on Tumblr. And we'll make sure everybody sees the work that you've done. Send us that at bluescreenbronies@gmail.com, and we will get them out on Tumblr as fast as possible. I will work Kyle overtime.
you cruel baby dragon. Just make...
I'll abuse him like the Scarlet Sisters abuse Alice.
No, Brain, don't go there. Do not... No. No, you don't even know what my brain just pictured.
Oh, I kind of figured after that one song.
Anyway, just when you're submitting these things, just make sure. I guess we should probably have like a
safer work.
Safer work, yeah. Thanks, yeah.
If you wouldn't show this to your mama, I don't want to see it.
But otherwise, feel free. Cosplay, music, art, high scores on your games, because that would be all the intriguing. Maybe your
show
secrets,
us all things Touhou.
all the things.
But that's it for Touhou Week. I mean, there's not much really to do besides play the game. And why spoil the fun for you guys when you guys should go and play the game yourself? I mean, there's plenty of sites where you can go and download this stuff. It's not that hard to get a hold of. It's more of, do you want to break your mouse and keyboard?
Pretty.
Because you will.
Yeah.
It's hard.
It's very hard.
It's like Prepare to Die Dark Souls hard. It's like watching Faye play Left 4 Dead 2 hard.
Which I failed horribly at, apparently, for some reason.
You get turned around. You get turned around more times than a merry-go-round. Let's just say that.
Yeah, I was new to that nap, and I haven't played Left 4 Dead in like a very long time, so yeah.
Left 4 Bread.
Left 4 Bread.
Left 4 Bread 2.
Left 4 Bread 2.
Sleeping the unwakeable dead. I don't know what I'm saying anymore.
Baby Deck needs sleep. But just pretty easy just to find Touhou stuff. Just basically type in Touhou into Google. There's a big, giant wiki. Once you do that, you can go look at everything they have on there. It's a huge, huge community. Lots of fun songs full of diabetes and cuteness. Those sisters, man.
Yeah, like that Bride song. Oh, dear God.
I don't know what I like more, the sisters or the brides. I don't know.
Well, I know why you like the sisters.
And I don't.
Giggity.
I have no reason to like them except the fact they're cute.
Giggity. The brides. Oh, they are terrible. They are terrible people. Anyway. Alright, guys. Check out Metro Last Light right now. We're going off the air. But yes, Metro Last Light, played by Alex. Gonna be great. Because it's a good game. Alright, guys. Metro Last Light's up now. Have fun. Remember to subscribe, like, and favorite. Share it around, because we are only going to get better this year. We're going to do things a lot better.
What are you doing here? Who's going to patrol the premises? Me alone? Come on, get to work, all of you.
Yes, sir.
Ivan, stay. Did you take care of the rats? I want them all burnt.
Commander, we're not Nazis. Shooting is one thing, but we can't burn people alive.
What do you mean? People? Shooting? Are you out of it?
Aren't you talking about the refugees?
What refugees? Let the special department handle them. I'm talking real rats, tails and all. They've multiplied like crazy. So you go and do it! On the double!
Yes, sir.
Oh, this game's too scary. I don't want to play it. Oh. Who could I get to play it instead? Hey, Daring 2, will you play Metro for me? Oh, right. Hooves. Hey, Wally, will you play Metro for me? Oh, I'll take that as a no then. Hey, creepy Steve Backshaw, will you play Metro for me?
Draco! But calling America is really expensive.
has to be another way.
Dear Draco, I just learned what the word outsource means. I'll give you 5 British pennies if you play Metro Last Light for me. Lots of love, Peggy.
Hello? Draco? Draco? Draco! I got a package I need to deliver. It's been sitting here for 2 weeks. Come on. You're like the mail person here. I need to send it. Package to send to mail. Really? Hey, Draco, guess what? Meredith needs her cookies.
Got you! Don't the point!
Hey, remember that package I need to send? Here you go. Thanks.
Metro Last Light is a video game sequel of Metro 2033 and is an adaptation of the book series written by Dmitry Glukov, some Russian guy in 2005. There are references to the book everywhere in the game. Just about every book in Metro Last Light is Metro 2033. Who said printed media was dead? Originally to be published by THQ, then passed over to Deep Silver after that whole fiasco, this game plays like Thief and Fallout franchises had a baby but kept drinking vodka during the pregnancy. There are some real issues with the AI in this game, especially when it comes to the enemies. And by that, I mean, if I was this guard, I would totally have seen this guy just hiding in the shadows right there next to me. However, it goes from human AI being about as intelligent as a nail in the coffin you're currently building for the mutated beast that will put you in one just as fast as you can load a save point. The beasties can find you no matter how dark it is, no matter how quiet you move, or how little you sold yourself back there in that random train car with the dead bodies in it. Not only is ammo used to kill things in this game, but it also is used to pay for service for more ammo and guns and even other services. Now, this game does have a scary side. It's no Silent Hill, but the atmosphere definitely adds to the fear factor here. The environment is very well done and really brings home the feeling one could have after the fall of humanity, just with more bars than I would have figured. Now, this game is enjoyable, and while the AI does go from kindergarten to agent skill levels a little too fast depending on which enemy type you're fighting, it's still a great game to play if you like dystopian societies, or if you just like shooting communists and Nazis. I give this game a 4 out of 5. The only question now is what to play next. It's time to press that button and see what we get.
The salt, the sad side of shortage you and I will share. Well, you've got opportunity in this very community. He's flim, with a world famous flim flam bride.